Alrighty, oh, bruh. Okay.
Okay, oops.
What? Okay, Rice One, cheat reel. It's
Yeah, before that, welcome everybody to the quarterfinals Mappool showcase for OMMT. A bit of a rocky start, but here we are. Very interesting weekend of matches. Yeah, but
Yep.
very quickly, this is Leon commentating this showcase week for you guys, and alongside me is Epic Man.
Hi. Hi.
Hi.
Yeah. Hi.
Yada
Alright,
yada.
so yeah, yada yada, something. I am.
Yeah,
Know
so
what I'm doing?
interesting set
Nope.
of matches we saw. But that
Indeed.
is the last round. Now we're heading into the very first map, as you mentioned, Rice One.
Yep. So yeah. So with the quarterfinals, we are like slowly approaching the halfway mark of the tournament, and with that, we are going to slightly amp up the maps a bit. Starting off here with our Rice One jump stream map, which is going to be cheat reel, mapped by uh, Remedy. So
Yeah,
I
Chiro.
I am not sure whether this was like already uploaded or something, but basically this is a map. The song has been featured in MWC in the past with a jump stream map made by Shoegazer. However, this one is likely a bit more different considering that this has like LNs and also it's like going to be a bit denser, so a bit more like straightforward like jump stream parroting and so on.
Yeah,
Instead
so
of like
starting out,
yeah.
yeah, basically in its entirety, it's the stamina pick for this round. 230 BPM jump stream starting off, and it's not that straightforward either.
Yeah.
Pretty difficult to hit, and this is just the beginning. We're only not even 1/3 of the way through. Some hands thrown into the mix as well.
Yep.
You do get break actually, but after this, it's just gonna be non-stop until the very end of the map.
Interesting.
That's pretty much the entirety of its map. Very, very stamina oriented. If you're comfortable with 230 BPM, kind of hand stream jump streams, this shouldn't be too much of an issue.
Oh, I just realized this is actually the remake version of the song. Alright.
Yeah, it's
So,
not
yeah.
the exact one some people are used to.
Yeah. So yeah, this is our stamina pick, as we mentioned. So this has like a few. This is definitely like a bit of a more stamina oriented sort of map compared to the previous ones from the previous two pools, as you would have
Definitely.
seen with that one. Oh no, this one weird anime song from the last round, and oh no, funny Bamani song from like round 32. I don't know what the metadata is because I don't like understand Japanese, but yeah,
it's fine. Yeah, basically the BPM just ups quite a bit compared to last round, and more players will start to fall off. And this entire section just keeps going.
but definitely a bit of a more stamina like sort of thing. It can definitely like throw some people off if you don't have if you probably aren't like very warmed up at the start. So definitely do like try and wash your hands or drink water before playing this because you won't be able to pull because unfortunately you aren't able to pause in the matches. So yeah.
Yeah, that's how it is. And that will be your first map of the day here.
Yep.
Interesting choice by the Poolers here. And we shall be moving on. Rise
We
2.
shall be. Yep. Rise 2. So this is going to be our speed map. Arcadia
Yeah,
mapped by Crazy Hinako 1804 on 1.15 rate. So
yeah, let's see it.
I think that I think that if the scaling is to be like right, then this should be about like 150 BPM streams. So yeah.
I think it's around there, but this map, not exactly very straightforward kind of streams. Starting off, yes, a bit more straightforward, but we have some double string to it, apparently. And well, you look at this speed, slows down and up there. We have
Yeah.
a calmer section here.
But this
Just
map definitely having like some like sort of flowy streams here and there with some small anchors here and there as well, and density changes as well. It may like throw some people off. It may throw some people out if they sort of don't, if they aren't as like sort of well versed when it comes to these sorts of like a bit less conventional directional mapping in terms of
yeah,
like
like
just
this
simply
section
doing
here.
extremes or speed. Yeah. So
Yeah,
having like a few graces here and there that sort of play like jumps due to how close they are, but maybe once you get the hang of it, it should be like just fine either way. So yeah.
and the density continues from then on. You see, as you mentioned, these more technical angry streams compared to the first half of the map. It just keeps going.
As you can see here, the direction of the patterns does like keep changing. So it does not have like a very straight path when it comes to the rail that it's on specifically. But you should be able to like
Yeah,
but you should be able to get the hang of it like once you play it a few times maybe. There you go,
yeah,
Jeff. That's your only car joke, I think, for the time being, because I don't want to get scolded.
yeah. With that out of the way, let us move on.
Free Dimension Wars Bipolar and Reality Collision. This is the tech map. 300 BPM. Um,
To Rise 3.
yeah. I
Yeah,
think this was in another tournament before, but I forgot which one. I think this was in IRL, but I can't remember. So yeah, starting off here, you see like a few like bursts here, some streams, some rather like fast trills to start off with. I mean, this is a bit of a more speedcore oriented song as you'd expect from artists of the like of Kitatsuki. So yeah.
yeah. Starting off here, extremely fast and bursty. Here we go into the first section of the map here. Oh my goodness. Yeah, the patterning isn't as difficult per se. It's just the pure speed of this song, making it extremely hard to catch up.
Yeah. So here, this map
And it
definitely
keeps
is
going.
a bit more like bursty than the other tech maps from the previous pools would have been, and it has like a bit more like flowy patterns and definitely quite a diverse range of different like tonations as well in said map as well, using not only jacks but also like braces and
For sure.
trills. So yeah, definitely a bit of a step up from the previous two pools. So some people who can like hack it may like struggle a bit more, but who knows?
Yeah, but this kind of map, I don't think you really want to focus on that accuracy. You really just want to focus on keeping that combo going. Because so far, we barely see any breaks for players. And with the triple jacks being introduced here, it's going to drain their stamina even more. Yeah, relentless patterning from start to end here.
Oh yeah, although this is definitely like quite difficult for a tech pick now, as we are slowly going into the back half of the tournament. It's still like pretty like straightforward in the sense like it's nothing too unorthodox, man. Yeah, if you know what I
Yeah,
mean.
it's just the pure speed of this song that makes it extremely technical to get used
I
to it.
bet, yeah, I bet some of y'all are probably dreading like what will the mad concept for this round be in particular. Well, as a matter of fact, you get to see probably like about right now.
Yep, it's gonna be the next map.
Yep.
Would you like to
It's
introduce it?
this if you want. I know the map because I played it when it was first ranked. So
Yeah, it's going. The map pick is going to be
close
DT on
eyes.
the Jack pick.
Yep. So this is going to be Close Eyes mapped by Plutes, specifically the Insane diff, because the top diff would probably be a bit too dense to play on double time,
Well, that's
since
for
it's
sure.
practically like Vibro. But yeah, this is going to be our mad pick, so albeit it's a bit less like unorthodox compared to the previous few ones, considering that we've seen what was going down earlier with the hard rock on, and also seeing literal stack notes. But now
Yeah,
we're just gonna
those
go
were
back to
interesting.
yeah. And now we're just gonna go back to a bit of a more like sort of straightforward like gimmick where you just play the map on double time. So basically 1.5x rate, clocking it at about like 140 BPM. This definitely has like a few anchors, a few jumps here and there, and also like a few like maybe jump troll sort of flute troll bursts and so on.
Yeah.
So
So not
yeah,
exactly a very straightforward kind of Jack. You see extremely technical kind of anchors, lots of triples and quads thrown into it. So not something you would easily cruise through it. And yeah, that's already the map done. Extremely short.
yep.
One miss would just doom your score.
With that, we can now move on to Rice 5, which is wow. Going to be a custom map mapped by Surefire. So a bit of
Custom
a
map.
like yeah. So a bit of a more like sort of unexpected, like sort of custom to see right here in quarterfinals, considering that I believe Surefire is still like rather more known for making like hella like difficult maps in general, as you probably would have seen if you just like look over their profile. But
Yeah,
here they are
agreed.
in quarterfinals, mapping with the tech map, which is going to be Soda City Funk. So this is going to be a bit of a more dump-oriented map, so definitely like quite different to Dimension Wars as you would have seen earlier, which is more like sort of like instrumental-based dump, especially for stuff something with like high-tech and dubstep elements. This one is more like vocal dump-oriented to some degree, using like on this random future funk song I've seen on YouTube years ago. I don't even know anymore, but yep. As you can see here, this has a bit like of some more like less conventional like directions when it comes to the patterns. Using like really awkward and tighter like mini jacks in between. Definitely could like throw off some people if they're not already as capable of them. But yeah, overall, just a
Pretty
very
much. all these dumb kind of pattern here, following the vocals, and it's just very it's not predictable at all. Definitely much slower, as you mentioned, to that the Dimension Wars, but the density is also something to take note, especially here.
Uh, yeah, pretty much. So yeah, albeit the map is, like we said, a bit like slower in comparison to Rice Free, which is the upper tech map. This still offers like a diverse range of more like less conventional dump patterns as well. Considering that this is more like stream based and has like quite a bunch of bursts here and there. So definitely something to take watch for if you aren't like as sure. So with that, we can now move on to our next pick. And yep,
Yep.
it's going to be Rice 6, so Hyper Weeaboo Vodka Shots by Odzo. I think this is also a jump stream map.
Well, let's see it.
Yeah. It's marked as a. Yeah. On the stream itself, it's on the overlays you can see at the bottom, it's marked as XX1, but I think that's just because, well, we are now. Because for quarterfinals, we get like extra stages for like some new slots here and there. So Rice 6 definitely being one of them. So this is like a pretty fast like jump stream map. Looking at it about like between 266 BPM and 240 BPM. So yeah, with some bursts here and there, it should be pretty straightforward. Although it can take a toll on your like stamina if you sort of struggle with some of these like fast jump stream patterns and so on. So definitely like a lot faster in comparison to Rice 1 as you would have seen, which was 230 BPM. And so yeah.
Yeah, pretty much. This one, as you mentioned, more jump stream focus, not as stamina and intensive as the Rice one map. But definitely something place that could be more comfortable on.
Yeah. Basically, whilst the Rice 1 is like a bit more stamina oriented, this is a bit of a contrast to some degree, considering that this is predominantly jump stream and also takes a bit of a heavier direction when it comes to more like directional based patterning and whatnot. As you can see here with the sort of like twists and turns that each of these streams and roles take in. So definitely something to like pay attention to. Maybe you could use this if you are confident in hacking this, but with that, we can now move on to our Ellen maps, in
Yeah,
which
let's
they're
move
still going to
on.
be free as usual.
Yep, 3 as
What is it
usual.
doing here? What is this
Well,
map doing here? I played this before.
well, it's here, so it's for the players to enjoy, and it's in the map pool.
Fun fact, because I played in 4DM, we actually played this map as part of the tryouts. I believe this was also in Tuhu Cup Third, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah,
Oh, interesting.
quite surprised to like see this map here. So yeah, basically it's the coordination-based map. So this does have like some sort of like directional bursts, much like a Parasol Cider of the previous pool had. Although this one has a lot more bursts when it comes to 1/6 like sort of patterns and so on. So definitely something to take a watch out because it can like mess with your accuracy if you aren't careful enough.
Yeah, and we just saw some of those bursts that you mentioned, albeit quite brief. And here we are back into more slower section. The overall map is basically just more coordination heavy.
Yeah,
These Allen releases extremely tricky to just get the hang of it, releasing in time.
yeah, indeed.
Oh, there we
So
go
yeah.
again.
Yeah. Second chorus, pretty much a repeat of what you've seen in the first one. However, like there's going to be like a bit. However, like this. However, the map just like doesn't stop going like the way it is. There's a bit of a break here, but it's still like quite
Yeah.
difficult in its own right, considering how some of these like short LNs are done, and then immediately you're just thrown back into the chaos that is I don't know, whatever this map is.
Yeah,
Kinda.
the density
Yeah.
basically slows down and picks back up very quickly, not giving you a proper break time to rest.
Yep. So this is a bit of a more like coordination based section with the guitar solo, and here the ending you like progress through it as it gets a bit denser and involves like some more streams. So basically that's our LN coordination map, which is going to be Hakanaki Mono Ningen on 1.15 rate, mapped by Yui. So with that, we can move on to our LN density pick. I wonder what it is.
And we shall see what the Allen density is going to be.
Yep.
The waiting for streamer to switch to the next map.
Oh yeah, it's going to be a. Oh yeah, wait. No, it's going to be a custom map. Yeah. What's going on?
A bit of technical issues. Let's give it a minute.
Oh my god, it's Hakanaki Mono Ningen again. Yes. Yeah. For Ellen density, we are going to have Hakanaki Mono Ningen 2 Electric Boogaloo. Um.
Never mind. Here we go.
Oh,
That's
there we
not
go.
the map. It's going to be Overdrive Power.
Yep.
Map by
Overdrive.
lot.
Yeah. So this is going to be our LN density oriented pick. So definitely, as you would have seen, it's a bit less about coordination in comparison to Hatakanaki, as you would have seen earlier.
Mm-hmm.
So this is like, I haven't seen the map. This is going to be our LN custom for this round, as you can see here. So
See the map slowly picking up.
you can definitely expect it to like have a bunch of like sort of inverse, sort of reverse here and there. As you can see here already, as we kick off like the part, the element that brings the density into this Allen map.
Yeah.
With
And
a
that
few
was
hands-
really harsh kinds of densities. Pretty much full inverse kind of.
Yeah.
We do get a pretty nice break here. Although hard, it was quite brief. It's not challenging your stamina as much. Yeah, the map starts to pick back up once again. Around 2 minutes, not that long for map.
Yeah, for sure. So, with about like just about half of the map left, the map definitely picking up a bit here as we get into the chorus, I believe it is.
Mm-hmm. Pretty much
So,
PI, and yeah, you can look at the density. It's not constant. It stops and goes at times. So some sort of coordination skill is needed in this map.
Hmm.
And this density just keeps going.
So yeah, practically like a test of basically just like playing through, just hitting through like inverse hand stream and jump stream patterns and so on. So definitely something to like take a note of.
Yeah,
And now we have Ellen Free coming up now. Doesn't know what it is.
it's gonna be
Oh,
Tokyo and a T-Rex man.
yay!
Another bang.
Yep. So some of y'all probably know Anifrix for their sort of less conventional patterning when it comes to Ellen patterning in specific, especially as you would have seen in various tournaments such as say DIC or 40M. So this is pretty much like no exception here with some of the more like sort of technical Ellen patterns. So definitely like way more technical than Hakanaki could ever like draw to be. However, you can see here it's like definitely a lot more like unconventional here with some of these like less like open spaces between each Ellen end and release. So yeah.
Interesting kind of mapping style, as you would expect from Amtrak's map. Very good mix of like speedy kind of Ellens, but also mixed with a lot of coordination.
Yep.
And these Ellen releases, my goodness.
Pretty much what you'd expect when you combine Anifrix's unconventional Ellen mapping for in technical regards with some jazz music here, as you can hear here. So
yeah, not only that, just mapping towards this vocal here, extremely unpredictable Ellen patterns.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and it keeps going.
Oh yeah. The map itself does like maybe get a bit denser from here, as we can see here. It doesn't really let up like the minute you start. Like the moment you have to like start like looking through each of these Allens, you know that there is pretty much no turning back. Even with a break here, the nerves have probably like kicked in a bit here with some of these like unconventional rhythms, as you could expect from jazz music such as this, especially within the more within the Japanese scene of music. So yeah.
And pretty much from start to end, you don't really get any sort of breaks. Extremely difficult map. It's gonna be scary when you have to play this in match, as you mentioned, the nerves.
Yeah.
That'll be it for LN3, and should be moving on to hybrids.
Yeah, please. Oh, okay.
There we go. Hybrid
That was
1.
instant. Oh yeah, Hybrid 1. This is going to be The Earth mapped by Nicknem. So I believe this is like the more rice bias hybrid. Allow me to look over.
Yeah, and if you know this
Yeah.
artist, this artist uses very interesting snaps and rhythms, and this amplifies when it comes to the mapping here, like immediately starting off.
So yeah, when you combine like the sort of like complexities in terms of just theory in general, that I dash L, I double L, however you say their name,
Yeah,
those like incorporate into their music, and you combine it with like putting both Bryce and Ellen inside. So it makes it all the more like difficult in general, especially as you can see here. Although the map is apparently at 128 BPM, it just doesn't feel like it because of the rhythm itself. Especially seeing this as a custom from OWC from like years ago, it still holds up like relatively well to this day in terms of like being unique as well, an art piece in itself. So it definitely just feels a lot difficult, as you can see, like a lot of these anchors and jacks infused in with the Ellen parents themselves. So, yeah.
Yeah, pretty much the entire map. The LNs are difficult, but the main focus, as you mentioned, those jacks, just constant throughout the map. And here we get some burst throughout the end.
Duo? Sure. And with that, so basically, from quarterfinals onwards as well, you'll be seeing an extra hybrid map as well. So this one coming up next is going to be our 50-50 hybrid pick, I believe. So basically,
Let's
half
see
of
it.
it challenges Rice, and the other challenges and tests your LN. So yeah,
Oh,
I don't know what it is, but we'll just have to see
you will have
in
to
like a
see.
second. Is it a custom? Oh.
Oh,
What?
some technical issues, as usual. Let us
Bruh.
hold.
Skin reveal! We are getting in. We're going to find. We're gonna be having some technical difficulties here since, well, not everything was set up at the start, and, but yeah. So, do give us a bit to
Yeah.
really try and get everything back into its place.
Yeah, unfortunate. Sometimes things tend to not go as planned.
Yeah.
As mentioned, just give us a moment to kind of get back on track again.
Oh yeah, by the way, guys, it's like a bit late for me to say this, but normally I wouldn't be like commentating for a Mappool showcase, but because there isn't like many people sort of available to commentate for them, I'm just like volunteering as a player. So I'm just like sight reading the pool.
It's fine. We get to discover the new map pool that you will have to play this week.
I know.
Unfortunately, the map kind of went missing, so just quickly find it.
Come on, Ingrid! Score some fucking goals!
That was sudden. Hopefully it's fixed. Is it fixed? Also just does not want us to see this hybrid too. There we go.
Why here? Yay!
And it's actually going to be a custom map actually by Ivan.
Wait, this is a custom map as well?
I think so, yeah.
Oh.
There we go. Here we are, folks. A bit of a hiccup, but we are back. Hybrid 2.
I don't think this is a custom.
Is it not? Okay, never mind then.
No.
It's a banger either way.
Yeah. So yeah, this is going to be our 50-50 hybrid pick. So basically, it incorporates like both Ellen and Rice, as you can see here. Mainly just short Ellen streams, as you can see here, infused with some like sort of directional jump stream hands through pants here. Before you go here into some inverse parrying. So yeah.
I think it's actually the more Ellen kind of hybrid here, as you can see this extremely dense Ellen section coming in just now.
Yeah. Who knows? You'll likely see some more like rice-based like parts later on here in the match. Just gotta wait a bit.
You go one another build up. Not yet. Someone's trolling me. Yeah, overall patterning it's more straightforward, no funny snaps or rhythm being thrown at you. It's more of a consistency kind of a challenge.
Yeah.
And here we go. Extremely dense rice. Oh, and this is rough. Going in and out with extremely dense fries with these Allens. And then once again back to a slower section. Very song rhythm switches up extremely quickly here.
Yeah, indeed. So you can see there's a bit of some jump stream here and there, and some short lens here. So probably like it probably could like throw off your accuracy a bit if you aren't like if you are like a bit reckless, as you can see, but nothing like too much here like for a hybrid map, especially the 50-50 one. So yeah.
Indeed. And that is the map actually. DJ will close out slowly here.
Yeah. So there isn't really like anything else that happens here apart from some like funky diatonic chords here and on piano, but oh my
Yep.
god.
That'll be the map.
Yeah.
Hybrid.
And with that, we can move on to Hybrid Free, which I believe is the Ellen Bias hybrid. Shirohana no Tenshi, mapped by Hightex.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, yeah, it was the map you've seen while we were in the technical difficulties. Is this ranked? Because I can't tell.
I don't think so actually. And yeah, starting off, well, immediately this immediately throws this speedy kind of a section to you.
Oh, apparently this is the 50-50 map. Somehow me and you was the Alan bias one. Oh dear.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Still though, here we see some Alan focus section going on.
Aw, Diddums. So yeah, you see you see like quite some technical bursts here and there. So some mini jacks here, some bursts here from with the LNs. So definitely something to keep, definitely something to know like when going into this map, since it could definitely throw some people off if they aren't like as careful with these LN parenting and so on. So yeah. Jump troll.
Jump shield and back into more LNs, but this time you see all these rise nodes and mini jacks thrown into it. Yeah, these mini jacks are brutal.
So yeah, definitely like the map still like sort of like capitalizing on its own sort of bursts here as you just look at it right now. I don't know how the map feels, but yeah. And with that, the map closes out with 2 LNs. So that concludes our hybrid pick for this round. So we can now move on to everyone's favorite part, which is SV. So yeah, Starting off with our reading-based SV map, we're going to be seeing So Lips by
And hello
Not
there.
Applicable.
I'm gonna also commentate SV with you, Epic.
Cześć, jak się czujesz?
Good, okay. So we're starting up with our reading SV, which is half reading, half memo. The first part, as you can saw from the first notes, is kinda memo.
It starts
But
off with a
it's-
bit of a slow jam before you see some parts here. Going a bit out here a bit more with some like fast rhythm choices here. I believe this is like a bit fast for an SV map, but yeah.
It's still nothing that crazy.
For now, at least. So yeah, with this being our rice-based, our
Oh.
reading-based SV, definitely
And this
capitalize
part
a
is-
bit more.
This
Sorry.
part is kinda hard to hack. And we again going from fast jump to slow jump, which can definitely trip some players if they are not aware of this SV, didn't practice it.
Yeah, indeed.
And this part, after this part, we are going to the pure reading of this map. It's basically a simple 1/4 snap teleports.
Yeah.
And we have 3 teleports on third snap, right here, on 3/4.
So yeah, basically like pretty much what you'd expect for a fast-paced sort of like reading-based SV. So some
And the
fast
last
jumps here
part-
and there, some teleports. So definitely something to like keep a watch out of because it can definitely throw some people off. So yeah, and
We
know
are
what
going
time
to
it is.
our memo peak, which looks like reading, but it's not.
Barbecue bacon burger.
But we have problems with replay again,
Oh
as
dear.
we can see.
Oh dearie me. Oh diddums. Oh god. SV2 is gonna be Hagoromo no Mai, mapped by Law. With Seal doing the
Also,
SV
by the
part.
way, the Leon needed to leave, unfortunately. So yeah, that's why I'm
Yep.
commentating as this.
Yeah.
So now we are starting with our Mimo pick. For now, it's pretty simple slow jump.
Hard work was on.
Oh, hard draw. Okay, now we are starting again.
I hope at
This-
some point we do get a mad pick on the SV map just to put Hard Rock on. I bet that would be funny.
Yeah.
Don't quote me on that vote.
And these streams are looks like reading, but you need to know when to click, because in most cases you click too early.
Much. So yeah.
Now we have non-SV part here for a while.
Here, a bit of a calm section.
And
this
here is
SV
the
map.
easy jump stream section, but with slow jumps and fast jumps being changing in ascent. And that teleport. And we are going to a mixed SV right now, like... It might be reading for someone's, it might be Mimo for someone's.
Yeah.
And trust
for
me, this is
sure.
very hard to accuracy to hack.
Definitely a bit of a tough map to be able to like memorize right here off the bat, getting into the quarterfinals. Plugging it at about 3 minutes long, so definitely quite long for an SV map, especially. So some people probably needing like just a bit more time just to learn just about everything within the map. But yeah. But of course, quarterfinals is definitely sort of like where about most things in the Mappool are going to be seeing a bit of a glow up, a bit of a step up here. So here
And
with like a bit of visual, like sort of like.
And this is hard part.
Oh.
Oh, I think the stream is playing the wrong div.
Is it?
Because it from what I know, the div that should be played was cut version.
How long is that?
The cut version is 2 minutes.
Oh. Damn. Okay, so I guess I was wrong. Some of y'all might not be playing a 3-minute SV map in quarterfinals just yet, so yeah. And that's going to conclude our SV2 pick. So Hagoromo no Mai, map by lot. And with that, you know what time it is, guys.
It's
ladies
time
and
for a
gentlemen.
tiebreaker.
Yeah, this map.
We are going straight to the map. 180 BPM, 5 stars. OD8, which is normal, and 4 minutes.
Yep. Basically just a very typical like Camellia song, if you will. So yeah. Although the song is like definitely good still. So yeah.
For
This
now we are
is
seeing some coordination mixed with Rise.
yeah.
Some bursts, and we are going for the first drop.
Yeah, so a bit of a rather like bursty drop to sort of start off with, right off. With like it's mainly like bursts and rice with like some like sort of like short outlines here and there. And so on, so yeah.
From what we see now, it's very Helen heavy. And this density, oh my god.
Oh. So yeah, quite the usual like outlines and stuff you see for a tiebreaker map at this stage, probably. So, but soon is basically where like things are definitely gonna be ramping up a bit from here on, or at least like maybe in the second chorus, which you will be seeing in just a bit. Oh yeah.
Considering this is a Camellia song, yeah, we might see something harder in the next half of the song.
Meanwhile, most people probably would have known what this song was like for years. So yeah, considering there's like still a bunch of maps out there for it. So yeah.
And we are coming up to the second job with some of the jump jobs. And now... Oh, this is brutal.
So
we
yeah.
have some hard releases combined with Rise.
Yeah, so this is going to be like practically what you've seen from the first chorus, however ramped up by maybe an extra 50 in a sense. Because now it's like more constant. Now it's a lot more bursty, and you'll have to like definitely like pay close attention to be able to like act pretty much majority of these patterns. So basically, just don't like let up when hitting these patterns and so on, because it does like get a bit dense here, and it's difficult to like sort of like keep a good sort of ratio on them. So yeah,
Especially with
here.
that bursts.
So yeah.
And what I can say, these LNs are not that short. It means that it will be harder to play them on Percy.
Imagine using Percy in 2024. So yeah, that's gonna do it for our tiebreaker, which is this future we did not expect map by Alex Dung. Albeit it's a edit to like sort of take out the SVs, because I don't think people would have enjoyed playing SVs for a tiebreaker. But with that concludes our quarterfinals pool for this tournament.
Yeah.
So yeah, not much else to say, but everything definitely looking a bit more challenging than the previous pool was, especially within the Rice pool. Now that we have like an extra map here, and especially with like pretty much everything else, including the SVs. So yeah, we can pretty much
People
like
complained about SVs not being too hard, so now we make them hard.
Yeah, pretty much. I was one of them, in fact. So yeah. Do you have anything else to say before we close off the stream, Bexy?
I think I will just say good luck to the players for the next round. Everything
Yeah.
can happen like this, because this is not just accuracy based now. It just you need to have this physicality to play these maps in this time
Indeed.
of the pool.
Yep. So introducing our physicality into the game. This is definitely to like. This is definitely gonna throw off some people. Some people may thrive in it, but for now, this has been this has been Epic Man 2 and Bexy, and now we're gonna be seeing you later on. So
Yeah,
yeah,
see ya guys.
bye guys, and best of luck with the Mappool next weekend. Be there or be square.